Hi everyone, welcome back to another cake video. As you can see, I've got a Super Mario cake, so let's get started. I am starting off with some 6-inch cake. These are my chocolate cake recipe that I am using with my buttercream. I'm doing a thin layer of buttercream in between each cake layer. As you can see, I'm just pushing my frosting out into the sides of my cakes. And I'm going to repeat the process all the way up until I get to the top of my cake. My chocolate cake recipe is available on my YouTube channel, so you can always look for it on there, as well as my buttercream if you are new to my channel. When I'm done with the top of my 6-inch cake, I am going to switch it out with some 4-inch vanilla cake. And of course, you can use any flavor that you want. I just happen to have these in my fridge. I'm not going to cut my cake. I'm really just going to fill in any gaps with my frosting. And of course, I'm starting off with the top of my cake with some buttercream and just working my way down. I'm making sure I fill in any gaps that I have in between my cake layers. And going all the way down to the bottom of my cake board as well. Going all the way down to the cake board also helps stabilize your cake so it doesn't move around as much. Right now with the crumb coat, I'm just making sure I seal in any loose crumbs so I don't get anything showing when I'm doing my final frosting. As you can see, I need some extra frosting for this part right here. I'm just finishing off my crumb coat with my offset spatula. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to use my cake scraper and just scrape off any excess buttercream all the way up to the top. Filling in cakes that I see with the extra buttercream that I scraped off, and cleaning my cake again with my cake scraper. I did put this cake into the freezer for about 5 minutes before I started my final frosting, but since this is a video, you guys don't have to wait. I tinted my buttercream with green, and I always start from the top and just work my way down to the bottom. I did add a little bit more frosting than I usually do at the top of my cake. That's because I don't want to go back and forth from my mixing bowl to my cake. Makes it a lot easier and faster to work with. And honestly, you guys, I don't even remember the last time I even worked on a dome cake. I think I had done a mini cake a long time ago, and that was probably the last time that I did a dome cake. I've been thinking about doing a Super Mario cake for a few weeks now. And if you are a cake baker, you're probably like me. I sometimes lose sleep with my cake ideas and what I do next. So this was one that I definitely said I needed to do next. Especially with the movie just out recently as well. I thought it would be fun to do one. All my kids know Super Mario, and my younger two were obsessed with the movie when it came out the last time. And they have not seen the new one yet. Sometimes when I'm watching animated movies with my kids, I see cakes. I see something that I can turn into a cake, and those are really my ideas. And they usually get stuck in my head, and I'm just like, I have to make that into a cake. And Mushroom Kingdom was definitely one that I wanted to make into a cake. With the first film that came out, Princess Peach's castle was on a hill, and they had to walk through a garden of mushrooms basically to get to her kingdom. And so that's the idea and theme that I have today. And honestly, you guys, I wasn't really sure on how I was even going to attempt doing this. I knew I wanted my cake to look like a dome shape, but I was pretty much committed once I was done making my cake topper, which was the Princess Peach Castle. I will be also uploading a separate video of how I made that. Once that's available, I will share the link at the end of the video. Tips I used are shared on screen. I am doing the mushroom stems on this cake right now. I decided I want some tall ones before I started doing some smaller ones. I thought my stems looked a little bit too small, so I decided to make them a little bit thicker. And then I used a smaller round tip to do the smaller mushrooms. I'm going all around my cake and making sure I just get enough mushroom stems in. Right here, I'm just using some Oreos. I split them in half and then I also cut them in half to get this shape. And I'm putting them onto the larger mushrooms that I plan on piping. This will help give it some additional shape onto my cake. And kind of just piped on a red blob on top of my Oreo of what a mushroom should look like. Honestly, I'm not looking for anything perfect because this is still just a cake. But if you do attempt this, your preference on how you want to do that. After I was done piping on the larger mushrooms, I went in with a smaller round tip to finish off the look of the mushroom with some white dots. And this was a tip number 5 that was used. Now, after I was done with the larger mushrooms, I did put my cake back into the freezer. I wanted the smaller stems to harden up before I went in and piped the top of the mushroom on each. This makes it a lot easier for you to pipe and the buttercream won't fall. And then I just went in and piped on the remaining of the mushrooms with different colors, shades of red, blue, and yellow. I think I remember in the movie that the Mushroom Kingdom just didn't have red mushrooms, but they also had a variety of other different colors. And these were the colors that I chose onto my cake. And then I'm just going to go back in and pipe on the white onto my mushroom with the smaller round tip 3. When I'm done with that, I am going to take out my cake topper. And it turned out so cute. It was definitely a challenge. I don't think I've ever done a cake this small before. And I know you could probably just buy a cake topper at the store or use fondant. But if you know me, I don't really like fondant. It's messy and there's a lot to clean up, and so I just don't prefer it unless I absolutely have to. Once I placed my castle on top of my hill, I tinted some more buttercream in a darker green and just used a small brush to brush that on. I thought my cake looked a little bare, and so I thought I would just paint on some patches of green grass onto my cake. And then I also said that my cake was a little bare, and so I decided to just get some little food coloring and use the smallest brush that I had and paint on the stones and door of my castle so that you can see it. I used a little bit of black for the stones and a light color brown for the door. But this was it, guys. This was the final touch of my cake. Now, I did think about doing a waterfall in the front as well, but I decided not to and just leave it alone as it is. But this is what my cake looks like, everyone. Let me know what you guys think. If you are attempting to make this cake, let me know. Share your pictures with me. I will have the video of how I made the cake topper in my next video for you guys. If you stuck around this long, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow my Instagram for tons of pictures. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.